Trump is the closest thing to God.
There's a place you can go, I said, young man, when you're short on your... Mi hijo no es un indocumentado, mi hijo es otro latino más que está sufriendo en carne propia lo que miles de latinos hoy están sufriendo en Estados Unidos.
Latinos for Trump just don't get it. They don't want you either. Just for context, this is Ángela Vergara, a Colombian congresswoman who is also an avid Trump supporter whose son was recently detained by ICE and has been chained up for 20 days apparently. We've tried telling these people countless times. And the thing about Latinos for Trump is that they genuinely believe that they are exempt from all of this. They openly support ICE, they openly support what's going on until it happens to them. And seeing videos like these where Latinos for Trump FAFO genuinely make my day. I have zero sympathy for these people, and I genuinely hope that this happens to every Latino for Trump. Unfortunately, it is their innocent family members who will be paying the price, but oh well, you get what you vote for. Y como decimos en México, para ser pen, no se estudia. But anyways, play silly games, get silly prizes. Let me know what you guys think.
Hernandez was deported on Tuesday after ICE raided her Miami home.
I definitely ain't done this in a long time. I did not know whether I wanted to go, damn, or, but instead I'll say, cue the music.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote. Raise your hands, come on. For Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, I couldn't forget about the remix.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote.
And also, if you like my content, leave a like, leave a comment, share. Matter of fact, give me a follow. I'd appreciate it.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at...
Let me introduce you to Angela Vergara. And Angela is part of the Colombian conservative group. And as you can see there, she's happily dancing to YMCA. But she has a tres Doritos después. And let me show you.
Hola, soy Ángela María Vergara, madre de Rafael Alfonso Vergara Vergara, retenido de manera injusta en Estados Unidos por ICE. Lleva 18 días encarcelado, encadenado en unas condiciones inhumanas.
Now Angela's over here crying because her son was taken by you know who. El Yel.
A dramatic moment unfolds as a well-known Latinos for Trump singer breaks down in tears after her son is reportedly deported following strict immigration enforcement. The emotional story has sparked intense debate across social media and political circles. Supporters are arguing immigration laws must be enforced, while critics say the situation highlights the harsh consequences many immigrant families face. So guys, in this video we are just here to explore this controversy, the reactions online, and the wider conversation about immigration policy in the United States. The story has raised difficult questions about political loyalty, immigration enforcement, and the real-life impact of policy decisions on families. Many viewers are asking, what happens when political support meets personal reality? Is this an example of unintended consequences or simply the enforcement of existing laws? The reactions have been intense from all sides. So guys, kindly watch the full breakdown as we examine this timeline of events, the emotional response from the singer, and the broader national debate that this story has ignited. Let's get into the clips. I'll be back.
Yes, they took her son. Although he was a resident and he had his work permits, the social security number, and he was good till 2028, he has been taken and he's being treated inhumanely in a detention center. And she's over here crying all those crocodile tears because she thought she was special. She thought she was different. But you're not, mommy. You're not. Tú pensaste que tú eras mejor que todo el mundo, que tú eras especial, que tú eras uno de ellos. Pero mami, no, you're not. They're gonna look at you the way they look at all of us. And we're no different. We're all the same to them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in their political party. It doesn't matter if you voted for them. Oh, but I didn't vote for my son to be taken. Yeah, but it was okay for them to take other U.S. citizens and other residents and everybody else that was doing it the right way. It was okay for them to be taken as long as it wasn't you or your family or your son. But you know what? Now it's your son. And here you are crying. And here you are crying. Ay, mi hijo. We don't care. We don't care. A nosotros no le importamos 3 pelos de culo que se llevaron a tu hijo. Because you know what? That's what you deserve. Eso es lo que tú votaste. Eso es lo que tú querías. So ahora te está pasando a ti. Anyway, here's your 3 doritos después, pendeja. Ya tú sabes.
Well, well, well. I guess I can start this video by saying today, are the leopards eating your face? Have the chickens come home to roost? Have you found out how fucking around with the GOP and the Republican crew will come back to fucking bite you? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening to this congresswoman today. A Colombian congresswoman who supports Trump, Daddy Dumpy Pants, the pedo-in-chief, denounces her son's arrest by ICE. He has been chained up for 20 days. Yes, folks, she took to the interwebs to film a video where she was bawling her eyes out because she just doesn't understand all that shucking and jiving and twerking on a stage, praising the orange fool, and now today your son has been shipped the fuck away. Miss Vergara, welcome to the finding out portion of your journey, dear. Because around here, unless you're white and you like to touch those that are underage, well, you're not safe here in the US of A. Those are the only ones that are allowed to stay. Anyway, is your caucasity okay? Because while you're whining about your son being chained up for 20 days, here thousands of children have been detained in concentration camps for over a year. They're being mistreated, not receiving the health care that they should, and they're feeding them food with roaches in them, boo. So, forgive me if I don't have any empathy for you. You know, you wouldn't be dealing with this plight today if you would have just done what was right, okay? Yeah. Any fucking way. Let me get to some more tea. We do love a good fuck around and find out in the brew. Enjoy your journey, boo.
This is Angela Vergara, and she is the living, breathing, walking definition of fuck around and find out. If you don't know Angela, don't worry, I'm gonna explain it. Angela here is a far-right congresswoman from Colombia, and she has been a staunch supporter of Donald Trump and the ICE movement. Whenever the agency goes and rounds people up, Angela is there to support them. In fact, she has nothing but good words for them. Until a couple weeks ago, Angela's son gets picked up by ICE and he is in a detainment center. And you can bet your last dollar that Angela is upset. She says that her son is living in horrible conditions and is being treated like an animal. Her own words say that her son has legal status because he filed for asylum. And get this, she says that he is not like the other illegal immigrants. The reality of this entire thing is extremely simple. Angela here supports the detainment and the misery of other people, but now that it's happened to her and her family, she's crying that this country isn't supposed to be like this. Yeah, go figure, Angela.
ICE just grabbed the son of Colombia's loudest Trump supporter. Angela Vergara, she's a Colombia congresswoman, was on camera cheering when Trump got back in office. Posted on Instagram and she loved it. Her son Rafael had documents, work permit, social security number, and a court date scheduled. He's doing everything right. Then one day at 4 a.m. January 28th, ICE grabs him off the public road in Louisiana, gave him 3 minutes to contact his family, then poof, gone. 18 days in a packed cell, everybody's getting sick, and Angela goes on social media crying about her son is in prison and in chains. I'm so sorry for you, pobrecito. She was celebrating when Trump's return while other Colombian families were already getting their doors kicked in. And now she's begging Gustavo Petro, the leftist president her party fights with every single day, to pressure the US government to get her son out. Dude, the irony here, man. Oh, and by the way, Colombia's Supreme Court charged her with bribery in 2024 because she took gifts, got promised government contracts, voted for a specific mayor candidate in exchange. Then she got suspended from office in 2025 for a conflict of interest. The only thing here is that poor kid, right? He had papers, he had permit, he had a court date, and now he's sitting in the cell in Louisiana. He did everything right, but the mom, she has bribery charges, suspended from office. She's the criminal that, if she was here, she needed to be taken out.
So Angela Vergara, pro-Trump congresswoman, who used to applaud and cheer as ICE took away her own countrymen, is now very upset. She thought it was wonderful that they were abducting all these criminal Colombians off the street and deporting them off to who knows where. But now she's very upset because they snatched up her son, also Colombian, and have him detained. And now she's pleading with President Trump to please release my son. You're only supposed to take criminals. And it's falling on deaf ears because they don't care. They never cared about you. You wanted to be one of them. You've never been one of them. And now that it's come down to you and you fafoed, you're upset. And you say it's cruel that they're snatching people off the street. You didn't think it was cruel when they were snatching everybody else, but now that it's your family, you think it's cruel.
So guys, what are your thoughts on this situation? Do stories like these change how people view immigration policy? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments. So guys, we are into this script, guys. This is a moment that is now spreading rapidly across social media. This well-known singer who publicly supported the United States President Donald Trump is reportedly speaking out after her own family was affected by strict immigration enforcement. So this woman, who had previously performed at the events supporting the Latinos for Trump movement, was seen in tears as she described the deportation of her son. So according to reports circulating online, immigration authorities linked to United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement carried out the deportation after determining that her son did not have legal status to remain in the United States. And for many people watching this story unfold, the situation has sparked a heated debate. Some critics are saying that the moment highlights the complicated reality of immigration policies that have been central to the political platform of Donald Trump, particularly his administration's focus on stronger border security and deportations of undocumented immigrants. Others are arguing that immigration laws apply to everyone, regardless of political views, and that enforcement actions are simply the result of policies that have been in place for years. In her emotional statement, this singer reportedly described the pain of watching her son taken away and deported to his country of origin. So, she explained that as a mother, the experience has been devastating. Her comments quickly spread online, drawing thousands of reactions from people across the political spectrum. Supporters expressed sympathy for the family and said no parent should have to experience the heartbreak of separation. But critics pointed out the irony of the situation, noting that many immigrant families have been dealing with deportations for decades. For them, the story represents something larger than just one family. It reflects the broader national conversation about immigration, enforcement, and the consequences of political policies. So during the presidency of Donald Trump, immigration enforcement became one of the most controversial topics in American politics. His administration expanded deportation efforts and supported policies aimed at reducing undocumented immigration. Supporters said these actions were necessary to protect national borders and uphold the rule of law. So critics are here, however, arguing that the policies caused widespread fear within immigrant communities and led to family separations. And now, stories like this continue to fuel that debate. Many observers say that the emotional reaction from the singer highlights how immigration policies can affect people in deeply personal ways, and others are saying the situation shows that political support does not shield anyone from the consequences of government policy. So guys, as the video and interviews continue to circulate online, this discussion around immigration enforcement in the United States is once again gaining attention. For some, this moment is a reminder of how complicated the issue of immigration has become. For others, it is another example of the human impact behind political decisions. And one thing is certain, that stories like these continue to spark strong reactions and difficult conversations across the country. And as the debate continues, many people are asking the same question, that what happens when political beliefs collide with personal reality? So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. And if you want more updates and discussions on stories like this, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. Thank you. Be blessed. Peace be with you until the next one. Of course, this video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. Thank you. Kindly like the video, share the video, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell.